Hey everybody, Stephanie here and welcome to my video. Today I have a short and sweet Alphalete review for you. Now, I didn't order a whole lot this time because I am trying to tone it down, but it's not really going that well. But without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, I wanted to do some measurements on screen to show you guys how I do them. If you don't really care about this part, you can just skip ahead. But I personally find that measurements are super helpful when you're shopping online. So my measurements tend to fluctuate between 1 to 2 inches at any given time. And I think I've actually gone down a cup size. So I kind of wanted to do some updated measurements and just figured I would show you guys how I do them. So with the bust measurement, I used to be in between a C and D, and now I'm pretty sure I'm in between a B and a C. So I will show you guys how I do this. And then of course the measurements will be listed in the description box down below. So I'm taking the tape measure across the largest part of my chest here. And here we have about a 36, which is about the same as it has been. And then I think I'm going to start doing the under bust as well, just because sometimes people like to know that measurement too. So here we have about a 31.5-ish. And then moving on to the waist, you want to get the narrowest part of the body, and you don't want to be pulling it like too tight. So here I have about 29 inches. Sometimes it's 28, sometimes it's 30, but usually it's around this mark here. And then for my hips measurements, in all of my other videos, I write hips, but I'm actually taking my glute circumference measurement. So for today, I'm gonna actually do hips and glutes just to show you. So I've never actually done a hip measurement before, but here's my hip bone. So that's where I'm gonna do it. So this looks like almost 33.5. So for the glute measurement, you wanna take the largest part of your butt and wrap all the way around and get that number. So here I have about 39 inches, which is normally what I am. I'm usually in between a 38 to a 40. And that's how I do my glute measurements. And then something new that I want to do is my inseam measurement, because I am only 5'4" and I'm kind of short. I have short legs. So I find that a lot of leggings are really long on me, or they're meant to be 7/8 on a normal height person, but on me, they end up being full length. So I want to measure my inseam. I actually don't really know how to do this. Okay, so I am getting in between a 26 to 27 inch mark, which I guess makes sense because my Lululemon Aligns that I wear, I buy the 25 inch ones and those ones fit full length on me. So I would say my inseam is somewhere in between 25 to 26.5. So majority of the leggings, I get a little bit of bunching around my ankles. And sometimes some of the Alphalete leggings are really, really long. So that might be a factor in deciding which ones you want to buy. So I will put that measurement in the description box down below as well. Okay, hopefully that was helpful. Now let's get into the actual pieces. The first outfit that I have here is in the beautiful Delta blue camo color. I have the new Surface Limitless bra paired here with the Surface Power Leggings. And this time around, I got both of mine in a small. I almost didn't get this set, but I'm actually really happy that I did because it's so nice. And the new Surface Power Leggings are actually really nice as well. I already really liked the old ones, which I have here to kind of just show you a side-by-side comparison. But the new ones are a little bit different, but still really, really nice. So the new ones do not have a front seam. They sit a little bit lower down this time and they feel a little bit less compressive. And they also have some new glute contouring seams here, which is super flattering. They are still pretty long on me, just like the old ones, and they have good tummy control still. I think I sort of prefer these newer ones and how they sit a little bit lower here. And it kind of seems like the waistband is a little bit thicker, which is really nice. So it holds you in, and I hold most of my body fat here in my lower stomach. So with these newer ones, you cannot really see it. The waistband kind of sits right where I need it to, whereas the older ones kind of sit a little bit higher up, and you can actually see my stomach more through the older ones than these new ones. So overall, they do fit very similar to each other. I have both of mine in a small. I did try the mediums in the older version before, and just because they're so stretchy, I had a lot of excess fabric going on down here. So it was just too loose and not as tight as I liked. So if you're in between sizes like I am, I would say to size down, especially in the camo print ones. Moving on to the sports bra, this is the Surface Limitless bra. There is another one as well, which I'll show you in a little bit. Now at first, I didn't really like this one and I don't even remember why, because the second time I tried it on, I really liked it. I got mine in a small and I almost got it in a medium because I wasn't sure if there would be enough space this way for me, because in the tri bra I've always preferred a medium, but I think because my boobs got a little bit smaller and these ones have adjustable straps, the small one is actually fine. I was also worried that the band would be a little bit too tight and that it would dig in and be a little bit uncomfortable, because that was the case with me with the small tri bra. And then I was also worried that the detailing on the back would be a little bit stretched out and that it wouldn't look great, but it actually looked pretty good. So just real quick, here is the tri bra that I have in a small. It actually looks like it fits pretty good now. I remember when I first tried this on, it was way too little. So all of my other tri bras are in a medium. The only issue I have with these ones is the straps and how they kind of just sag a little bit here, because I personally would rather have mine more covered here, which is why it's so good that these new Limitless ones have these adjustable straps on the back, because then I can pull it up and still have it fit here without it sagging down, if that makes any sense. And I will show you a side-by-side comparison here as well. So here is the Limitless one side by side with the tri bra. You can see the tri bra is like a little bit wider like this, but because this one doesn't have the adjustable straps, I found that it was always like sagging down. And with these ones, the adjustable straps allow me to pull them up. Like, look at the length of the strap on this side compared to how I have it set with the Limitless one. It's much shorter over here. Then when I flip them around, you can still see the coverage is like a little bit shorter on this side. It's the same here and the bands are the same, but then just the coverage from top to bottom are different. And then once again with the straps, you can see that I have them adjusted to be pretty short. And then of course they have just different designs on the back. I really, really like this one. Surprisingly, I like it a lot more than I thought I would. And now with these, I do like the small one better, and I do still have my mediums that I wear too. But I think this style is really growing on me. Now moving on to the next set that I have here. These are the same leggings, but I have them here in the color Sage. And then the sports bra is called the Surface Infinity bra. So this one is a little bit different. It has a little bit of different detailing down here on the sides. It's still pretty short here in the front. I did get this one in a small as well, once again, just because with my cup size being a little bit smaller, it actually fits in here. And then these ones also have the adjustable straps on the back, which I think plays a big part, just because my personal preference is to just have more coverage in the front. So with the adjustable straps, I can just shorten them a little bit, and then I just have a little bit more coverage here in the front. Now with the leggings, I feel like these Sage ones fit a little bit differently than the camel print ones. They feel a little bit thicker, and then they feel almost like a little bit more compressive. So it is hugging me a little bit tighter everywhere. And then I think because of the solid print, you're more likely to be able to see like the underwear lines and the tag here that's on the leggings. You can kind of see my lower stomach more outlined in these leggings than you could with the blue ones. I still do think though that I would prefer the small ones, because as you wear them, they're gonna stretch out, and I wouldn't wanna get a medium one because then they're just gonna be too baggy and I'd have to be pulling them up all the time. So I think with these ones, I am happy with the smalls. It's just that you can see a little bit more of everything that's going on. So keep that in mind if you're gonna be picking up one of the solid colors. I believe the camel ones just hide everything a little bit better. It doesn't look like I have too much of a problem with cellulite here. I don't really care, to be honest, but these ones being a lighter color will tend to show it a little bit more, but they are a little bit compressive too, so that kind of helps. Something I forgot to mention with the camel ones that also applies to these ones, there is quite a bit of fabric back here, so you are able to like hike them up your butt if that's what you're into. And then you don't really have to worry about the camel toe in the front because there's no front seam. And last but not least, I have a couple of the long sleeve crop tops. These ones are new, they are not as oversized. I have mine in a white and a black, and I got mine in a medium. So with these ones, you've probably seen a lot of their older ones that are much oversized. You can see these ones here, they aren't super baggy on me, and they are definitely not as cropped. It's coming to the top of my belly button here. I was almost thinking about maybe trying to exchange for a small, but then the issue with that is that sometimes it gets a little bit too tight here. So like the sleeve length will be good, but it's too tight in your armpits and it's too tight in your shoulders, and it's just not comfortable. So for that reason, I decided to stick to the mediums. I think they are really nice though, and you can pair these with like high-waisted leggings, joggers, jeans, pretty much anything. And they aren't like super tight here. Although sometimes if I'm gonna be wearing it with something high-waisted, I do prefer it to be a little bit tighter. But then once again, I didn't want to risk it being too tight everywhere else. And then here's the white one. This one's actually so nice. I think it's very like crisp and clean looking and would look so cute with a pair of joggers. They did launch some other colors as well, and they also have a short sleeve version. I'm not really into the short sleeve one because it just makes my arms look a little bit big and then they don't really fit in my shoulders very well. And then I forgot to mention, but you probably already noticed, they have matching scrunchies as well, which I'm obsessed with. I freaking love scrunchies. Not like I needed to get any more, but I had to get 2 of them to match my outfits. Well, that is all I have for you guys today, so make sure you check out my measurements in the description box down below. I hope you found this video helpful and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.